everyone. Welcome to Philippines. I am tour guide will accompany you during staying here. Then, enjoy your vacation. First, I will introduce you to Philippines. The official name of the country is Republic of the Philippines. As the name indicates, the form of government is Republic. Manila is the capital of the country. Official language is Filipino and English. The Philippines is an archipelago or string of over 7,100 islands in southeastern Asia between the South China Sea and the Pacific Ocean. And the Philippine peso is the official currency of the Philippines. Filipinos are predominantly of Malay descent, frequently with Chinese and sometimes American or Spanish ancestry. Stated earlier, Filipino and English is the official languages. In spite of being the national language, only about 55% of Filipinos speak the language. The Philippines are the third largest group of English-speaking people in the world. It is common to hear Filipino use a mixture English and Filipino words for praise, known as Taglish, in their everyday conversations. The dominant religion in the Philippines is Catholicism, and churches abound throughout the country. How it is? Are you interested in the Philippines? Now, let's look at the basic etiquette of the Philippines. Filipinos typically have a relaxed approach toward timekeeping and punctuality. It is common for Filipinos to arrive 1 hour or 2 hours after the designated time. This is commonly referred to as Filipino time. However, Filipinos will observe punctuality in a formal context, such as important business meetings or when visiting the doctor. If someone is eating and someone walks past, many Filipinos will offer the person passing by to stop and eat. However, this is not a literal offer, and it is considered rude to lean on one's arms when present at the dinner table. Gifts are generally not opened when received. Often one will thank the giver and set the gift aside. Next, let's find out about Cebu, the destination of this trip. Cebu City is known for her beautiful and unique tourist spots and heritage places. This is the second largest metropolitan in the Philippines. The people are called Cebuanos or Sugubanos, and they are also talented. There are plenty of Cebuanos that are known around the world because of being artistic and creative. Cebuanos are known to be happy people. They laugh even in hard times and problems. In Cebu, fiestas are always present. Fiesta is a religious festival and already the part of their life. The people really spend time just to prepare for this event. The grandest of all these fiestas is the feast of the Catholic patron Cristo Niño that is held annually every third Sunday of January. This celebration lasts a month long with colorful and meaningful mini-events. Cebu is a perfect destination for tourists. Cebu is rich white sand beach, crystal clear waters, and marine life. It's also the country's oldest city and one of the birthplaces of Christianity in the Philippines. I think we all got to know the Philippines and Cebu well. Then rest well and see you tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. Today is the first day of our tour. Shall we go now? The first place to go is Fort San Pedro. The Fort San Pedro is a military defense structure in Cebu. It was built by the Spaniards under the command of Miguel Lopez de Legazpi, the first governor of Captaincy General of the Philippines. The original vault built right after the arrival of Legazpi and his expedition was made of wood. It was then replaced in the 17th century with a stone fort to repel Muslim raiders. Today's fort was built in 1738. At the end of the 19th century, during the Philippine Revolution, the fort was attacked and taken by the Filipino revolutionaries who used it as a stronghold. Fort San Pedro is triangular in shape. It has two sides facing the sea, and the third side is facing the land. The sides facing the sea were safeguarded with cannon, and the front with a strong fence made with wood. Its three bastions are named La Concepcion, Ignacio de Loyola, and San Miguel. 14 cannons were settled in their locations, and most of them are still there today. I think it's amazing that it's preserved since the 18th century. Do you feel the same way? So, let's move on the next location. This is Basilica Minore del Santo Niño. In English, it is called the Minor Basilica of the Holy Child. It was founded by the Spaniards headed by Father Andres de Urdaneta on April 28, 1565. It was also the same way that the Legazpi Urdaneta expedition arrived in the island of Cebu. It is the oldest Roman Catholic church established in the Philippines. It was built on the same spot where the image of the Santo Niño de Cebu, a statue depicting the child Jesus, was found in 1565 by Spanish explorers led by Miguel López de Legazpi. The Holy See calls the temple the mother and head of all churches in the Philippines. The present building of the Santo Niño Church, which was completed in 1739-1740, has housed the oldest religious image in the country ever since. Isn't Basilica Minore del Santo Niño beautiful? Next is Magellan's Cross. Magellan's Cross holds a very big part of the history of Cebu. It is believed to be a Christian cross planted by the Portuguese and Spanish explorers headed by Ferdinand Magellan. It was planted upon their arrival in Cebu on March 15, 1521. That day also marked the birth of Christianity in the land. The original cross was believed by the people of old to have miraculous healing powers, so they started chipping it away. Because of that, the government officials encased it in another wooden cross made from tindalan. It is now housed in a small chapel. Rumors say, though, that the original cross was destroyed or disappeared after the death of Magellan. It is one of the main attractions for tourists because it is a part of country's history. It is preserved to stand that the Philippines is a Christian country in the Southeast Asia. Cebu Magellan's Cross is housed in a small chapel located near the Basilica Minore del Santo Niño on Magallanes Street, Cebu City, right in front of the Cebu City Hall. All three places we've been to so far are deeply related to each other. The last place for today's tour is the Temple of Lea. The Temple of Lea is located in Barangay Busay in Cebu City. It is built as a symbol of undying love and never-ending devotion of Teodorico Adarna to his wife Lea Bia Albino Adar. This Roman-inspired edifice showcases sophisticated architecture but also an astounding view. The huge lions on the entrance, the enormous pillars, a statue of angels, a fountain in the middle with naked women, and the magnificent staircase truly can give a touch of the ancient Rome architecture. Some just come to picture taking with friends and family, some for relaxation. Whatever reason one has, the place is truly a must-see. The Temple of Lea is called the Taj Mahal in Cebu. Isn't it beautiful? So, That's it for today's tour. Have a good night and see you tomorrow. Good morning. Did you sleep well? Today is the last day of the tour. Today, I am planning to go to Oslo. It takes about 4 to 5 hours by bus. Shall we go now? And the Philippine peso is the official currency of the Philippines.